It's not the fact that she don't have any say. Because you do have say. It's not to the fact that you don't have any say, because you do have say. Because listen to what it says. The husband is to do what? Do benevolence unto the wife. Then where are they? If they don't give due benevolence, where are they? Are they really being the husband in the relationship? See, a man will do exactly what God has commanded him to do if he be born of the Spirit and of the water. Now, if you ain't saved, you're going to do anything you want to do. So you do have say-so. In the matter, Elder made a statement. He says, the woman is to be your counselor. What happened when Pharaoh was dealing with Jesus? Pilate was dealing with Jesus, excuse me. And he went back to his home, and what did his wife tell him? Don't you have anything to do with this just man? So did she have something to say? He came back out and said, I find no fault. I'm going to wash my hands of this. You do whatever you want to do. They say away with it. But Pilate says, I find no fault. Because he listened to who? His wife, who had given him good advice. See, advice don't always come from the man. It comes from the woman, who is, sometimes the man won't listen, and God has to use the woman to speak to the man, and God will speak through the woman to the man, just like he used the dumb jackass. When the man was trying to urge him to go, the jackass saw the angel and said, why are you striking me? So God can use anybody. So you do have a voice in the marriage. You do. You have a voice. But your desire, now it says, your desire is to be unto your husband. And he is to rule. Now, it is a known thing that women can get men to do almost anything they want them to do by sweet talking, saying nice things, come home and candlelights is lit and nice steak dinner laid out on the table, and you know, after dinner, then here's the question. You know, I like to go shopping. Well, how can he say no after, you know, the big steak dinner and the candlelights and all of that? How can he say no? How can he say no? How could he say no? But see, you can win more flies with honey than you can with vinegar. Point blank. And as I was, you know, speaking on Sunday about, you know, men can get women to do anything they want them to do. All they got to do is just sweet talk. You know, sweetness wins. Women love chocolates. They love sweet things. They love affection. And you find out that if you, and then one sister was, oh no, that ain't gonna happen to me. You know, you can't sweet talk me. And here she got 2 or 3 kids before she even got married. So somebody sweet talked her. It's evident. So, yes, Dick.
I was thinking how Samson, the liar, he should have tears too.
Oh, yeah. And then she threw this thing of, you don't love me no more. Or they'll use that. They will use that to get what they want. Oh, you don't love me no more.
I also think that, like Sister Coco was saying, women don't want to be subjected to men, because a lot of these women now are professionals. They make more money than their husband make. And they think, how do you do? I make more money than you.
Well, it's a thing that women have become independent today. And then T.D. Jake put it out there, woman, thou art loose. And when that went out, that destroyed a lot of marriages because the women came back, they were jumping up and down, I am loose. I am loose. T.D. Jake has set us free. We are loose. Yes.
Well, I was there.
You were there?
They were loose.
Were they loose?
I was walking back to the bus and I was in a crowd of people and they were loose. They wanted to reach me, grab me in my hind parts.
Mm.
I'm trying to get to the bus. I said, what does that mean when it said thou art loose? And stay acting like this. I said,
Mm. It really set a revolution. It really set off a revolution. It did. It did. It destroyed a lot of marriages. It destroyed a lot of the respect that is supposed to be within the marriage. And they just got loose. Loose.
another thing too is like listen to your wife. I remember me and my wife first got married, go to this meeting in our house. He was telling us how every time he made a decision, it was wrong. But when he listened to his wife,
Mhm.
it came out every time. And I think I remember when first got married, I was doing something. The car wasn't working. Something wasn't in the car. So me, electronic man, I was going to turn all this stuff apart. And this ain't working. This ain't working. My wife came to me. She said, "Honey, change the fuse." I said, "Why change the fuse? Let me know what's going on with that." Then I thought about it. I was the only thing wrong with the fuse was blowing. And here I'm trying
And
to
you done pulled the car all apart. And all it was one little fuse. How'd you feel? As Elder said, she is your counselor, you know. And you see, I was taking note to Sister Delaney when they moved into the new house down there, and she was putting together. I was helping them to put the bed together and whatnot there, and and I was really impressed with how much she actually knew where screws go and how to put screws on and things of this nature. And so whenever she has or Dave has a problem with something, I say, get your wife. She'll tell you how to fix it. See, and a lot of times men don't want to listen to their wives, but the wives have a tendency to have a gift. They're gifted in certain areas that they know. And this is why when it comes down to the sons marrying or choosing, I always tell them to run them by your mother. Because a woman knows a woman better than a man ever will. And when it comes to the men, run them by your daddies. Because dad have a tendency to know what is. When you want to choose a young man, you run him by your father. Young men, if you want to choose a lady, then you run her by your mother. And if mom has got some ill feelings, you better check that move. Check that move. Because one thing is of a certainty, you need family. You need family. You want, now mothers will, for the love of their sons, they will accept anything that you bring. So when you come, Mom, I want your honest opinion. And then she'll give you your honest opinion, and then you don't ignore that honest opinion, but you pay attention, because marriage is forever. It's not something you get in and then bounce out of. It is forever. Through sickness, health, till death do you part. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Yes, Brother Keith.